Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Long Excuse, a Japanese film from 2016. Now, this movie is about a novelist who makes life difficult for everyone around him. He's a gloomy fellow who seems to be in a perpetually bad mood. Even worse, he cheats on his faithful wife with an editor acquaintance. Now, very early into this film, things take a serious turn for him when his wife dies in a bus accident. Now confronted with this abrupt event, our protagonist is faced with the task of finding closure and moving on with his life. Now, one of the most interesting things about The Long Excuse is that this protagonist is the epitome of multidimensionality. He cheats on his wife and has an attitude problem, so you immediately dislike him. But then, he shows a softer side when he volunteers to help care for two little kids, whose father is also a widower from the same bus accident. So that sense of responsibility helps to make him more likable. However, half the time in this movie I was thinking to myself, did this guy still have feelings for his wife? Does he feel guilty about cheating on her? Or is he just completely confused about how to feel about this? You know what I mean? That's how the film portrays him. And it doesn't end there. I'm not going to tell you all of the other nuances to this man's character because you should experience that for yourself when you watch the film. But what I will say here is that there are a lot of different angles that are covered with this character. And if that weren't impressive enough, this movie properly develops the other widower that our protagonist befriends during the movie. So in fact, this movie actually reminded me of Hirokazu Koreeda's film, Like Father, Like Son, which I reviewed on my channel. One of the reasons why Koreeda's film was so compelling was because it explored so many different angles of one scenario so intricately. After that movie was over, it felt like a complete examination of that particular dilemma. The Long Excuse has a similar impact. There are many different ways that this film explores the themes of mourning and redemption. It's really impressive in its intricacy and script writing. And that includes the dialogue. Characters in this movie have no qualms about stepping up and telling somebody their thoughts on situations that are difficult to talk about. There are a few intense exchanges of dialogue where characters criticize one another in how they're handling this very touchy situation. It's pretty riveting stuff. Lead actor here is Masahiro Motoki, who you may recognize in films such as Departures from 2008, Gemini from 1999, The Bird People in China from 1998, and Gonin from 1995. He is phenomenal in The Long Excuse. Could be the best performance of his career. Certainly a very difficult role to tackle with a wide range of emotion to portray, but the fact that Masahiro was able to make this protagonist even remotely relatable is a huge accomplishment, given how many flaws this guy's got. You know, I love this actor. I'll watch him in anything. Dude's awesome. I remember the first time I saw him was in Gemini, and he stuck out to me in that movie. So, yeah, just anything with this guy is basically worth watching if you could get your hands on it. The director is a woman by the name of Miwa Nishikawa, who has directed a handful of impressive films in prior years, possibly my favorite of which is a film called Sway from 2006. All of her films are worth watching. She's a very good director, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she does next. Going to keep it short and sweet here. In conclusion, The Long Excuse is a high-quality film that is certainly worthy of viewing for those who want to keep up with contemporary Japanese cinema. And it's currently available on Japanese DVD and Blu-ray with English subtitles. So it's one of those rare instances where a Japanese release does have English subtitles. It might have a Region 3 release too, but I don't think it has an American release yet. But you should find DVD or Blu-ray with English subs out there. Check this one out, along with that other film I covered a few weeks ago, Harmonium. And as always, we will see you next time.